What's going on, everybody? Sorry I haven't been around, and I've been camping. Had to get the last of the wintertime camping, and now my allergies are going crazy, so please bear with me. Um, I I have to talk about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I got back, and the news about her is all over the place. Well, we all know she is not that smart. We all know when it comes to money, she has even less intelligence in that realm. But we also know that she always preaches about dark money and how evil it is, and the government, blah, 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 having money, this, that, and this is evil, this is bad, that's bad. But it seems perfectly okay for her to do this type of things. That was the first thing during the Cohen trial, when it finally got around to her speaking. That's all she wanted to know is presidential's finances and how he did this, how he did this. Yeah, yeah. I think I see why. I think she's trying to use some of any information she can gather from Cohen or whatever to help try to benefit her up and coming cases. Um, Everyone who knows me knows I am not a fan of hers at all. But I'm gonna go over a couple articles, a couple things that I found pretty interesting in this, because it's all kind of interesting. Especially anything coming from her, anything that could possibly remove her from office is to me a wonderful thing because she's batshit crazy. I mean, this girl, she is a little girl. She acts, she talks, she thinks like a child. She doesn't think like an adult. That seems to be a very socialistic way of doing things because Bernie Sanders, he's kind of like a child too. It's people that don't want to work. I mean, people who've never worked a hard job in their life. They tend to get a little bit of power and go these routes. But a Washington D.C. based ethics group is claiming that New York Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's social media usage violates House ethic rules against using taxpayer resources for political purposes. Cortez's political Instagram account contains direct links to her House Instagram account and includes a link for political contributions alongside post of official video footage on the House floor, according to a complaint. They need to hire someone to write this stuff out better. According to a complaint, the Foundation for Accountability and Civics Trust, FACT, it's the acronym, plans to file Thursday with the Office of Congressional Ethics. The group claims these actions violated House ethics rules. In a way, it's a straightforward complaint, Kendra Arnold, executive director of FACT, told the Daily Caller News Foundation. Broadly speaking, the rules clearly define that politics and government works cannot overlap. There are reasons for that, mostly because we don't want our taxpayer dollars going towards campaigns. FACT is a nonprofit group whose past president was Matthew Whitaker. He was the former acting attorney general. The big bald guy. I liked him. He looked like a no-nonsense fella. One is influencing the other, Arnold said, referring to what she believes is the New York Democrats' penchant for using Twitter as a form of cross-promotion. Once we elect you, cannot use whatever the government provides you for political purposes. Part of the issue is one violation stacked on another. So that's one thing she's got herself into. Then she got herself, and that's just a little ethics violation. I think, already had one or two of those in the past already. She's been in Congress for 2-3 months now. Excuse me. But this one is where it gets a little bit nastier for her, because ethics violations are generally just going to be a slap on the wrist and you shouldn't have did that, don't do it again type deal. Well, like I said, this is already your second or third ethics violation. This is where it starts to get real for her. Democratic New York Representative Alexandria Cortez and her top aide hold majority control over Justice Democrats, a left-wing pack engaging open war on the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and other establishment Democrats, according to corporate filings obtained by the Daily Caller News Foundation. Cortez and her chief of staff, Saikat Chakrabarti, obtained majority control of the Political Action Committee in December 2017, the DCNF reported Monday. Chakrabarti resigned from the Justice Department's board in August 2018, Politico reported. In the PAC's website no longer list Cortez as governor, but government documents show the two still hold majority control as of Wednesday afternoon. Cortez's role with the PAC, which was driving force behind her stunning victory in 2018, it wasn't that stunning. She got 15,000 votes and won in a district that has like 700-something thousand people. That's not a stunning victory. May have violated campaign finance law, two former Federal Election Commission members told the DCNF. See, this is where she starts getting into it. She might have really screwed herself up, which is for the country as a whole a good thing. People like her, we got to get rid of them. In a good way. Just take their governmental job away from them because they're not good at it. Cortez never disclosed her control of the PAC to the FEC. If the Congresswoman intentionally withheld that information from the FEC, both she and Chakrabarti could be facing jail time. Former FCC Commissioner Brad Smith told the DCNF. Now, we know politicians do not face jail time for their crimes. We know this. But it would just be nice to have all this put out into the light. But there's another aspect to the story. Justice Democrats have aggressively attacked Cortez's more moderate Democratic colleagues at the time when the party is divided between establishment members and progressives pushing the party left. Justice Democrats' corporate filings indicate... God dang, I just cannot speak today, people. Allergies, you gotta love them. They cloud everything. Justice Democrats' corporate filing indicate the group attacked senior Democrats isn't just allied with Ocasio-Cortez, but is also partially controlled by her as well. Both Cortez and Chakrabarti are still listed on the Washington, D.C. Department of Consumer and Regulatory Affairs websites as two of the Justice Democrats' three governors. See, this is where it's getting really nasty for her, is because she had pretty much two PACs that they created. It's a hell of a story to weave, hell of a web to weave. She had two PACs she created. One PAC was real official. All the money that went through there got reported. Well, the other PAC they created, the first PAC they created hired the second PAC they created pretty much to launder money through. That's pretty much what it was based on, is just a money laundering pact. And that's where we're getting at. She had two different PACs. One was a legit one, that they were recording all the financial ongoings. And the other one was one where they could launder money through and put that money wherever they wanted it and not have to account for it. So, her woes are just starting. They are just starting for her. The National Legal and Policy Center filed a complaint with the Federal Election Commission earlier this week alleging Cortez and Chakrabarti, her chief of staff, illegally funneled nearly $1 million in contributions from political action committees to private committees, while the latter controlled both. I think it was $885 million. That's a whole lot of money. They were also accused of obtaining majority control of a PAC prior to her primary, despite her not disclosing it. failing to disclose their control over Justice Democrats packed while it supported her primary campaign could result in massive campaign finance violations, as reported by the Daily Caller News Foundation earlier this week, which spoke to the former FEC officials. So, no matter how you look at it, she done got herself in a whole heap of trouble. If what they're saying is true, then yeah, she done gotten a lot of trouble over this. But this is what I expect out of the Democrats, or the new progressive Democrats, because it's their way or the highway. They are authoritarians. They see everything is beneath them. Everything is beneath them. Look at AOC's comments herself. She says she has the power. Everybody else can just get out of the way. You know, she should be feared. Well, this is exactly... It's bad enough that she is saying these things as a member of the government. What's scarier is that she is a socialist. She has everything in her little mental craziness. She has all the signs of what would be a dictator, really. She wants that power. She'll do what she can to get that power, whether it's dirty or not, even going after her own party. So she's got herself out there looking crazy now. But it's a good thing for us conservatives, because she's tearing down herself. And mainstream media is always wondering what. They always say stuff like, AOC is the left's Trump, this, that, and the other. No, that's not possible for a couple different reasons. One, she's an idiot. Trump's an ass. He's not an idiot. Two, this woman is so power hungry that it seems she'll literally do whatever she can, step on whoever she has to, or whatever, to get power. Trump didn't really care about getting the power. He cared about trying to change things. I mean, he still is not getting paid for his duties. They say we obsess over her. It's hard. I wouldn't say obsession. I try not to make a whole lot of video, because you could literally make a video of her a day if you wanted to on the conservative side. She's just a gaffe machine. But I try not to talk about her. Most conservatives that I know try not to talk about her. We don't want to give her much airtime. But yeah, she's not a fear to us. She should be a fear to the Democratic Party, because people like her friend Ilhan Omar, they're tearing apart y'all's party, not ours. Our party's, we're doing pretty good. We feel pretty good. We're working together. We're getting things accomplished. All y'all are doing is infighting. Y'all can have all that. We'll take our older people, and y'all can start hiring these younger people that are gonna rip out your party's intestines from within. You can have all of that. We'll stay happy and healthy over here on the conservative side. But as always, like, share, and subscribe. I just had to get her off my chest. Like I said, been camping, came back to a whole lot of emails and all that. But as always, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side.